Right now at noon, Vice President Kamala Harris receiving a key endorsement from a Republican. Why this is prompting criticism from former President Trump. Plus, the Brewers' postseason run comes to a heartbreaking end, while former Madison Mallard played a pivotal role in knocking out the Crew. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin with the race for the White House this afternoon. Right now, Vice President Kamala Harris is trying to convince Republican voters to choose her instead of former President Trump. The vice president picking up a big endorsement from former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney during a campaign event in Ripon. During her speech, Cheney says Trump's efforts to overturn the last presidential election disqualify him from serving again.
Attempted to stay in power by unraveling the foundations of our republic, by refusing to accept the lawful results confirmed by dozens of courts of the 2020 election. We cannot turn away from this truth.
Meanwhile, during a rally in Saginaw, Michigan, former President Trump told his supporters the 2020 election was rigged. He also criticized Cheney and Harris.
Liz Cheney is a stupid war hawk. All she wants to do is shoot missiles at people. I really think it hurts. I think, frankly, if Kamala, I think they hurt each other. I think they're so bad, both of them.
Both Trump and Harris are back on the campaign trail today in battleground states. Trump is touring storm damage in Georgia, while Harris is campaigning in Michigan. Harris also revealing that former President Obama will be stumping for her campaign. Former President Trump will be back in Wisconsin this weekend. He's expected to speak at the Dodge County Airport at 2 Sunday afternoon. Doors open at 10 in the morning for that event. You can find ticketing information on channel3000.com. This will be his fourth campaign stop in the Badger State in the span of about a week. U.S. job growth accelerated much more than anticipated last month. The government reports employers added an estimated 254,000 jobs in September. Economists were initially expecting around 140,000 jobs. It's also a higher tally than August's monthly total of 159,000 jobs. The unemployment rate dropped slightly to 4.1%. Well, the mild temperatures are sticking around for the weekend. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. He's out on the weather patio for us this afternoon. Kelly, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. You know, it's a little bit cooler. We had that cold front arrive last night. Actually brought us a little bit of rain. We only measured 1/100th of an inch of rain at the airport. Now we've got the wind out of the northeast. That's a change from what we've had, the southerly wind. It's up to around 9-10 miles per hour. We can expect that to continue. Eventually, that wind will switch around the south. It looks like going into tomorrow, and that's going to bring us a rapid warm-up. Right now, not a cloud to be found. All the clouds are well onto the east after seeing some of those light showers that passed through overnight early this morning. Right now, we do have clear skies. Temperatures in the 60s currently across the area. Right now, 63 with a northeast wind currently at 9 miles per hour. So we do have a lot of sunshine this afternoon. It's going to be a very warm Saturday. In fact, I wouldn't doubt if some of these temperatures don't get into the lower 80s. It's going to be a breezy day. We will have a chance of a shower passing through. It looks like toward the midnight hour going into tomorrow night. That's with another cold front that'll bring us some cooler temperatures that'll be arriving on Sunday with falling temperatures. Right now, everybody in the lower 60s right now, 63 in Madison, also Middleton. So it's a nice afternoon, a little bit cooler than where we were yesterday with that northeast wind. Should be climbing up very close to 70 today, but plenty of sunshine this afternoon. We are talking about that big warm up tomorrow and kind of a changeable weekend forecast. We'll talk more about a stronger cold front that'll arrive tomorrow night coming up.
All right, Kelly, we'll see you then. Thank you. The Milwaukee Brewers season is over after falling in Game 3 to the New York Mets 4-2. The Brewers taken a 2-0 lead in the 9th inning when Pete Alonso hit a 3-run homer to give New York the lead. Alonso used to play for the Madison Mallards. The Mets now advance to the divisional playoff round against the Phillies. Wisconsin football will look to get back into the winning column when facing off against Purdue tomorrow afternoon, but now they'll have to do it without one of their starting running backs at Camp Randall. Chaz Malusi, who leads the Badgers in rushing this season, is stepping away from the team to focus on his health. In a statement, UW says, quote, "We are here to support Chaz in any way we can and hope he'll be back on the football field again one day." Well, it is the final push for the News Tree Now Coats for Kids Drive, which ends tomorrow. We got a peek at some of the donations so far today at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County. We're about halfway to our goal of 5,000 coats. Right now, you can donate new or gently used kids' winter coats and accessories, including hats, gloves, scarves, snowsuits, and snow pants to area children in need. Just drop them off at any Clinky Cleaners where they'll be cleaned for free. You can also donate money.
We're going to go out and buy coats that fill in all those gaps that we don't have. You know, we get a lot of coats for the littles and some of the older kids, but that, you know, kindergarten, first, second grade, we have a big gap. So that's what we're going to buy if we need to with that money donated.
We also welcome volunteers to help organize incoming donations and assist on Coats for Kids Distribution Day. For more information on how to donate and volunteer, visit the story on channel3000.com. For the past 38 years, the community has donated more than 355,000 winter coats. So let's keep that spirit going moving forward. Well, still ahead for us on a Friday afternoon, why Tesla is recalling thousands of Cybertrucks. Plus, the dock workers' strike along the East and Gulf Coast is now on hold. How long the suspension is expected to last.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret
for beautiful furniture,
sofas,
chairs,
and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
There's nothing we haven't seen and nothing we can't fix. Just recently, a person backed into the garage door like our commercial. Oh, it definitely happens. Here at Precision, we get in, get out the same day, and we'll leave you with a quality repair.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
I'm a nurse in Wisconsin, and my patients don't want politicians like Eric Hovde making their healthcare decisions.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
Hovde means what he says about opposing reproductive rights.
Eric Hovde supported overturning Roe v. Wade, which led to an abortion ban in Wisconsin.
And that's a ban with no exceptions for rape or incest.
What Hovde supports criminalizes abortion and doctors like me.
We need to vote against Eric Hovde.
Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Prices are up, wages are down, inflation is crushing Wisconsin families. Yet Sarah Kieski, she supports lifting revenue limits, allowing property tax rates to skyrocket unchecked. Even more radical, Kieski's backers want to ban natural gas to heat our homes, driving utility bills through the roof. Tax hikes and higher prices for families and those living on fixed incomes. That's Kieski's record. Expensive and extreme. Reject Sarah Kieski and her radical agenda.
The dock workers' strike affecting 14 ports along the East and Gulf Coasts is now on hold. Yesterday, both sides said they've reached a tentative agreement to suspend the strike until January 15th in order for negotiations to continue towards a new contract. Workers are demanding higher wages and protections against automation. Tesla is recalling more than 27,000 Cybertrucks due to a camera visibility issue. The company says that a software glitch could cause the rearview mirror display screen to remain blank for up to 8 seconds when a driver shifts into reverse, increasing the risk of a crash. The impacted models were manufactured between November 2023 and September 2024. Drivers can download a free software update to fix the issue. This is the Cybertruck's 5th recall in less than a year. And the wait is over. McDonald's says its long-anticipated Chicken Big Mac will hit menus on October 10th. The new item pays homage to the fast food chain's 5-decade-old signature sandwich, replacing its 2 all-beef patties with 2 battered chicken patties instead. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow is up 185 points, NASDAQ up 152, and the S&P 500 also up today 33. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, multiple candidate visits and a vice presidential debate. How this week shaped politics, plus what happens next in battleground Wisconsin.
Be the scariest house in the block this Halloween at Menards.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Joan Ballwood wants to ban abortion, even in cases of rape, incest, and when the mother's life is at risk.
And would jail doctors who perform them.
Ballwood voted to ban birth control, too, and to deny rape victims emergency contraception.
Banning all abortions and birth control? No one wants to tell you what to do with your body more than Joan Ballwig.
But she can't tell you what to do with your vote.
Brian Stiles said he's proud of his extreme record. So why is he lying about it? Stiles said he was proud to be part of a group pushing to gut Social Security and Medicare, that he proudly supports abortion bans. And Brian Stiles said he's proud to be backed by extremists pushing a total ban nationwide. Peter Barca's backed by police, firefighters, and unions because Peter puts Wisconsin first, no matter the party, and that's something to be proud of.
I'm Peter Barca, and I approve this message.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying...
He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
I voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020. And now, for the first time in my life, I'm voting for a Democrat. And the reason for that all started on January 6th when Trump tried to overthrow the government. I don't agree with everything that the Democrats want to do, but I know they don't want to overthrow the government. And it's really that simple. I believe in my democracy. I believe in my country. And it's country over party.
Republican Accountability PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now. Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Josh. Yep, still got a voice. Activity still happening out at World Dairy Expo 2024 this afternoon at 4 o'clock. They'll start the parade for Supreme Champion. I thought I'd bring a few pictures back with me so that you know what it's like behind the scenes at World Dairy Expo. First of all, remember that a lot of these people that are taking care of dairy cattle, they're out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or not 7 days a week, but 24 hours a day. For some of them, it's been more than 7 days when the cattle arrived on Thursday. That means getting creative with your own personal life, like trying to grab a meal. Can't cook in the barn, so instead they have the flat grills outside the barns. The trailers are lined up side by side. It looks like a dealership if you were not familiar. That World Dairy Expo is there. And remember, those cows are going to start hitting the road this afternoon after 4. And then for those cows that do end up on the colored shavings in the center ring, trying to capture those memories, well, that's where our friend Lee McCullough Jordan from down in Broadhead comes in. She's a professional cattle photographer. She makes sure that those beautiful bovines are posed just right. She said that by the end of World Dairy Expo, she will have photographed well over 1,000 animals, and it's not vanity. It is instead about marketability on those dairy animals. But, man, if you make it to the center ring, you deserve to have that picture for sure. Also want to congratulate Tom Call from Bud John Farms. He was presented the 82nd Klusendorf Award. That is the highest recognition given to a dairy cattle showman in the United States. It was a silver trophy designed by Tiffany Jewelers out of New York City. Congratulations, Tom Call. There's a lot of different awards and events that I could highlight, but there's just a snapshot for you on a Friday. Unfortunately, while our dairy industry is meeting at World Dairy Expo, in fact, U.S. Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack was there and is maybe still on grounds. Today was a devastating day for dairy prices. I've talked to so many brokers this week, and they all say kind of the same thing. The cure for high prices is high prices. Today, barrel cheese dropped 16.5 cents. We're back down to $1.95.5. 40-pound block cheese dropped 6 at $1.94 3/4. Double A butter today, though, Josh, up 3/4 cent. It's back at $2.68 3/4 per pound. But boy, I'll tell you, what beautiful weather for World Dairy Expo. I mean, I'm sure there's still going to be plenty of people that are tired and sick, but it's not going to be because of the weather. It's just going to be because of the hours.
Oh, for sure. I was out there on Wednesday and I missed you, but I got to visit with the Wheezy family from Greenleaf, Wisconsin, and of course had to get my grilled cheese over at the tent there too. So that was delicious.
There you go. Good deal, yeah.
All the good stuff.
I love the show. I love to see it coming on. I love to see it going, too.
Oh, my gosh, so much to learn, too. All right, Pam, you have a good weekend, and go Pack Go. I see that sweatshirt you got on.
Go Pack Go. Right.
Let's get a look at that certified most accurate forecast. First for meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Beautiful afternoon, Kelly.
Yeah, beautiful afternoon. Hard to believe that we actually saw a little bit of light rain overnight. The only reason you can maybe notice is a little bit of dampness on some of the sidewalks waking up this morning, but it wasn't much. I think most locations probably less than 1/10 of an inch. In fact, the airport only measured a 1/100th of an inch. So that was pretty common. Kind of you can see that strip of very light rain. But it's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen any rain. All that is off to our east now. In the wake, we do have a northeast wind. This is a little bit cooler behind this weak cold front that did pass through. So temperatures won't be quite as warm as where they were yesterday. Our winds are out of the north and east behind the front. Not too gusty, but 5 to maybe 10 miles per hour coming in out of the north and east. Those will continue this afternoon. Now, what's going to change tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, the wind already here at 6:30 in the morning, picking up out of the south-southeast up there at 10 miles per hour. Those will continue to increase up there around 20 miles per hour going into the afternoon. That's what's going to bring us a rapid warm-up going into tomorrow. So the weekend's going to start off very mild, if not warm, almost near 80 with that gusty southeast wind at 10 to 20. Can't rule out a shower or thunderstorm. That's coming in Saturday night. And yet another cold front arrives Saturday night, bringing us that chance of rain, but also some cooler weather. I think that high of 69 on Sunday will occur in the morning hours. I think those temperatures will fall through the 60s throughout the afternoon with that gusty northwest wind. Today, though, we're up close to 70, upper 60s to around 70, so a pleasant afternoon, very seasonal, tailing off to the 50s this evening. We are calling for that very warm Saturday. Once again, some locations in the lower 80s, especially areas to the south and west of Madison. We will have that brief chance of a shower or thunderstorm toward the midnight hour, it looks like Saturday night, and then it will turn breezy and cooler as we go into Sunday with those falling temperatures with that next cold front. But in general, we'll have that colder air arrive, it looks like Sunday into early next week, but then that colder air shifts on to the east. We're right back into that ridge of high pressure that's going to be coming in from the south, really bringing us some warmer temperatures, and also underneath that area of high pressure, that air sinks, dries out, warms up. So we're not expecting any kind of rain. We're going to be seeing some dry weather going into much of next week. We already have the abnormally dry conditions, even some moderate drought conditions across southern Wisconsin. That will just worsen as we go into much of next week. Temperatures today in the 60s to around 70, so a pleasant afternoon with that northeast wind. We'll back off through the 50s this evening, and you should be a quiet overnight tonight, upper 40s to around 50. Now, we will see a few clouds rolling in tomorrow morning. That's just a sign of some of that warmer air that's trying to surge into southern Wisconsin. Temperatures getting very close to 80 tomorrow afternoon, and even some low to mid 80s out to the west. Tomorrow night, here's that chance of rain. Does not look great. Here we're looking at 9 o'clock. You can see some showers to the north and west of Madison. Those will try to sweep on through toward the midnight hour. Kind of weakens as it moves towards the Madison area. So consider yourself lucky if we get any of that rain. Then it will be turning cooler behind that front. But in general, the next 6 to 10 days, drier than average and warmer than average, with the eastern seaboard seeing some cooler than average temperatures. Right now we're at 63, 64 to the west in Boscobel, 63 in the Dells. We'll call for 70 today, 79 tomorrow. 69 as that temperature starts to drop with that northwest wind. But look at that, no rain in that graphic. Our only chance of really rain is coming in Saturday night. Otherwise, dry weather. We will rebound back in the 70s. That'll carry us through the later part of next week, even into next weekend.
All right, Kelly. Thank you. Well, today Howard is making a buzzworthy dessert in the Miss Your Food test kitchen.
As our salute to Oktoberfest wraps up, today we've got a traditional German dessert that is known as Bienenstich, which in English translates to bee sting. Legend has it that it got its name when the baker who created this honey glazed cake was stung by a bee that was attracted to its sweetness. And once you try it, you'll realize that bees aren't the only ones that are attracted to it. We start off by beating together some butter and sugar. Once it's creamy, we add in some honey, a couple of eggs, and a bit of vanilla. Now we gradually add in our dry ingredients and some milk until the batter is nice and smooth. This goes into a springform pan that we coated with cooking spray and lined with wax paper. We sprinkle it with a little flour and pour on a glaze that we made by simmering some butter, honey, vanilla, and almonds. After it bakes and cools, we'll cut it in half and fill it with a creamy custard that brings this all together. Just one whiff, and there's no wonder that it attracts bees, as well as anyone else who gets a peek at it. And talk about deliciously different. To get the easy step-by-step recipe, all you have to do is go to our website and look for bee sting cake, and you'll see what all the buzz is about. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a buzzworthy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Next at noon, Angie Edge from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin stops by with the perfect cheese board to pair with watching football this fall.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Make your tailgate tail great at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. 24 packs of Hy-Vee purified water, $1.99. And Jimmy Dean bacon, just $2.99. In-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Are you struggling with back or neck pain due to herniated or bulging discs? Midwest Spine and Nerve Center may be able to help you get back to your active lifestyle with our non-invasive, drug-free treatment methods, including non-surgical spinal decompression, Class 4 laser, and more. Serving Madison for over 15 years, we've helped hundreds of patients alleviate their back or neck pain. If you're looking for an alternative back or neck pain relieving therapy, call us to schedule a complimentary, no-obligation consultation today to see if we can help you get out of pain.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, get your flu shot and earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
Well, Angie Edge of Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin joins us today. And Angie, you've got some cheesy goodness to talk about for us.
Yeah, as we move into the weekend, we want you to be all ready for your tailgate party, your game day celebration with award-winning Wisconsin cheeses. So no tailgate is complete without Wisconsin cheeses. Whether you're serving a cheese board, sliders, nachos, cheese spreads, you name it, Wisconsin cheese has it all.
This is so fun because you can get so creative with cheese in so many different fashions.
Absolutely.
What do you have here today for us?
Well, a must-have on every tailgate table is, of course, fresh, squeaky Wisconsin curds. And so today we're featuring the winner of this week's World Dairy Expo #1 cheese, and that is the Crave Brothers Fresh Curd. So made right over in Waterloo at a Farmstead Cheese Factory. I had to feature that one because it's very timely, and who doesn't love fresh curds,
You know,
right?
I've featured them before in the 608. Those are incredible.
Yeah.
Some of the best.
And even if you're going to a tailgate party, it's just so easy to grab a bag of curds or a couple, and you know, you're set, and you're probably the most popular person
They're
there.
going to be a hit for sure.
Yeah.
And then what do we have here?
Well, and then it's so easy to put together a cheese board, and you can pick your favorite cheeses, but this is the football game cheese board that we have on our website. And you'll notice in the front here, we're featuring an aged Wisconsin cheddar. This cheddar is made at Henning's. We chose this one because it actually won this year at the World Championship Cheese Contest, overall in top 20 out of thousands of entries. So 4th generation cheesemaker, winning lots of awards with a master cheesemaker. So pretty special. And then, of course, more winners. We have the Marica Gouda layered on this side, and then also the Merlot Bellavitano, also made by a master, and both winning first place at the American Cheese Society. And then you can see you can just have lots of fun. These are actually candied bacon cheddar straws.
Okay.
Super fun. We have the little footballs,
Look at that.
pumpernickel bread with a little slice of Gouda and mustard. And then you can fill in with all your favorite colors and flavors. We have pistachios, pickles, caramel corn. You can just have so much fun.
Yum. All right, what do we got down here? Because
Well,
this looks good.
lastly, you have to have cheese spread, cheese dips at your party. And this is an award winner as well. It's the Pine River Garlic and Herb Spread. Again, made by a Wisconsin cheese company and winning lots of awards. Best in class at the United States Cheese Contest. And basically, this is just a spinach roll-up with the garlic and cheese spread with some red bell pepper. So super simple, 3 ingredients.
And makes the tailgate that much better.
Yes, very easy. So you can easily bring your favorite Wisconsin cheese. But like I said, whether you're making nachos, sliders, pizza, we're just encouraging you all to look for that Proudly Wisconsin cheese badge to support your local dairy farmers.
Supporting locals, everything here in
Yeah.
Wisconsin. All right, Angie, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Here's Kelly with the final check of your first warn weather.
Yeah, nice day today. Behind the cold front, we do have clear skies after a little bit of light rain overnight, but now we've got the sunshine. It looks like that sunshine will continue into Saturday, but it's going to change because it's going to get really warm, very close to 80 with that breeze out of the south. A little bit cooler on Sunday. Our extended forecast, we do cool it down on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday, but we're right back in the 70s and generally dry weather throughout much of next week. So we need some rain. Don't have a whole lot in that forecast.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everyone.